At Eau Claire Memorial High School, Zaleski Sports presents girls high school basketball. We got an outstanding non-conference matchup tonight between a couple of teams that are in the top 10 in the Division I state preseason rankings. The Stevens Point Panthers and Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's. Both teams made it to the D1 sectional last season. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Radovich, joined here by the former Badger and former Eau Claire Memorial coach Dave Sparger. And Spargs, new year, but once again, these two teams have all the elements to make another deep run in the postseason.
Boy, do they ever. We are talently filled tonight in this gym. This is going to be fun. I mean, you and I circled this on the calendar. When this schedule came out and we knew this was at Eau Claire Memorial, you knew we were not going to miss this one. This is going to be a fun one.
Last year, Eau Claire Memorial made it all the way to the sectional final and lost a tough one by 3 points to Appleton North. That was one of three losses the Old Abe suffered last season. They finished 25-3. They lost a regular season game to Appleton North, also by 3 points, but then early in the season lost at Stevens Point 50-37. The Panthers, meanwhile, they finished 22-5. They ran the table in their conference, the Wisconsin Valley, just like the Old Abes did in the Big Rivers. You look at Stevens Point, and in Jada Soybert, it just feels like she's been around forever because she was an impact player as a freshman. She was outstanding as a sophomore. Now she's a junior, and she's got a lot of eyes on her.
Oh, she sure does. Yeah, we remember back when she was a freshman here, and we had heard something about her. We're like, hey, you got this freshman on this team? And wow, did she light it up that night. She put on a show. It was just hard to believe she was just a freshman then. And like you talk about, here she is again now as a junior. And yeah, you talk about eyes on her. She probably has a ton of D1 people watching her, and we're talking Power 5. We're not talking, low end. We're talking the high caliber programs that want to land her.
Speaking of players, they're getting attention from the next level. Nora Kling, Eau Claire Memorial, the 5'10 sophomore. Boy, she had a breakout freshman season. Not going to have to do it all by herself this year because she's surrounded by three senior starters. Rhea Shaw, the point guard, Cora Graham, a 5'10 guard, and then Lydia Palmier, a sharpshooter and a ball handler at 5'7. This is an Abe's team. These girls have seen a ton of court time in their careers.
Yeah, absolutely. You talk about it. Kling, just a sophomore, but she's surrounded by two seniors that have been starters since they were sophomores. That Rhea Shaw and Lydia Palmier have just been part of this program, have run this offense, have run this thing since they've been sophomores. And the great thing that they're looking for this year is Lydia Palmier was hampered last year. She had a thigh injury that just nagged. She missed the first Stevens Point game, and I think that's what really hurt them their first matchup. It wasn't until late in the year that she truly got healthy, and you could see with the run they went on. So, again, very valuable to have Lydia Palmier at full strength. Rhea Shaw's going D2. She's already signed. She's a heck of an athlete. Yeah, this is going to be so fun to watch these girls and all their athleticism tonight.
Stevens Point also has Leah Awi. Saw her in the sectional volleyball tournament when Stevens Point won that sectional, advanced to the state tournament. 6'2 sophomore, just a ton of athleticism. But one of those players that's trying to figure out, okay, what's my favorite sport? Is it volleyball or is it basketball?
Yeah, true, that athleticism. We just watched her during warm-ups, and we were just like, wow, look at that. And that will be the one thing that the Old Abes have to contend with as they lost Raina Welsh, Ashley Schroeder, and Meredith Adams. Those three post players are gone, and that's what the Old Abes don't have is a lot of size inside. So we'll see what they do to compensate for that.
Got a good crowd here at the Eagles Nest, but we got room for you if you'd like to come on down. Otherwise, sit back, enjoy the action tonight on Zaleski Sports. We are happy to be bringing this game to you as well as all the games throughout boys basketball, girls basketball, boys and girls hockey throughout this season. Right now, our national anthem. Stevens Point Panthers, coached by Janelle McCarville. Stevens Point alum. Played her college basketball at the University of Minnesota and had a pretty good stint in the WNBA. You know, the girls basketball program, happy to have her sharing her experience with the younger players. Starting lineups brought to you tonight by Toyson Ford. For the Panthers, number 3, a 6'2" sophomore forward, is Leah Owie. Also the starting lineup, number 4, 5'11" senior forward Lydia Johnson. Number 5, Jada Soybert, a 5'10" junior guard who averaged right around 21.5 points per game last year. Rounding out the starting lineup, number 20, Ellie Strong, 5'7" senior. And number 23, Jayla Maybon, a 5'7" senior. SPASH last year finished 22-5, 11-0 to take first place in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Starters for the Old Abe's. Number 2, Rhea Shaw, 5'8" senior guard. Number 3 is Nora Kling, a 5'10" sophomore guard who averaged just over 14 points per game last year. Number 21 is Cora Graham, another 5'10" guard. She's a senior, contributed with around 4.5 rebounds per game. Ava Hoytom, 5'7" sophomore guard. And she was a revelation last year as a freshman, a really good outside shooter. And Lydia Palmier, a 5'7" senior guard, multi-year starter for the Old Abe's. Another player you've got to respect from behind the arc. Brandon Fanning, the head coach of the Old Abe's. Sparks, as you're looking for keys, what are those for, first of all, for the Old Abe's?
Well, for the Old Abe's, I had a chance to talk to Coach Fanning, and he likes obviously his starting 5. He knows what he's got with the starting 5, but with the style of offense, the style of pressure he likes to bring, he needs to find out what the bench can do. He's got a lot of sophomores and freshmen in this lineup, so he just really wants to see what they can bring to the floor for their first night. They've only got one junior. That's Addie Larson, and she's going to have to play some tough minutes inside to try to handle the rebounding and defense in there. So for them, he wants to see that tenacity and that same type of energy coming off the bench.
All right, jumping center, Leah Owie for the Panthers. Nora Kling for the Old Abe's. Officials are ready. The fans are ready. We're ready here from our broadcast perch here at the Eagles Nest. We are underway. Owie wins the tip. Here's Ellie Strong. Strong getting the high pick. Bounce pass inside, Soybert.
Soybert using that backside screen, curled it up, wide open. Good look right there for an opening set.
2-0 Stevens Point. Some backward pressure applied by the Panthers. Here's Rhea Shaw.
Yeah, extending that 2-3 little run and jump zone.
Hoytom out of the corner. No. Rhea Shaw using her quickness to track down that loose ball. Hoytom wanted to loop it inside to Kling. That one misfired back the other way. Come the Panthers and Lydia Johnson. Soybert to Ellie Strong, a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, the Old Abe's, in fact, you know what? SPASH the same thing. They've got to avoid the fouls with their starting 5. Really, McCarville talked about the same thing. She doesn't know what she really has coming off that bench yet, so she wants to make sure those 5 can stay on the floor.
Inbounds pass, Johnson. Guarded by Graham. Palmier with the steal. And Lydia Palmier gets fouled.
Yeah, that one's going to go on Strong right there. Nice job by Palmier, kind of slamming on the brakes. Strong on her back, drew the foul.
A very savvy player.
Yeah.
Just when you look at her and Shaw, really good basketball IQs. And again, just talk about players that seems like they've been around forever. Graham on the inbounds. Finds a cutting Nora Kling. It's off her hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, got deflected first by, you see that, it was probably Maybon, but it went off of Kling, then it went out of bounds.
Stevens Point basketball leading by 2. Here's Owie on the perimeter. They got Kling on Leah Owie. And it's Shaw guarding Soybert.
See the Old Abe's running 2 at Soyber, but she puts the ball on the floor.
Lydia Johnson to the hoop, no. Rebound Kling. Kling on the push. Wanted the kick out, knocked away.
Yeah, another
Maybaum
turnover.
on the deflection.
Yeah, a couple of turnovers here early for the Old Abe's.
Soybert picked up by Graham on the switch. Step back, lefty jumper is good.
Just as smooth as ever. Oh, she's going to pick up a cheapie here.
Trying to pick off that pass from the backcourt. So Soybert picks up the foul. Second team foul on the Panthers. First sub of the game in for the Old Abe's, the freshman Ava McCarthy.
Well, like we said, the Old Abe's have a ton of sophomores and freshmen on the roster, and the freshman makes the first look.
Shaw double team. McCarthy rotates to Graham. Inside, Nora Kling, partially deflected. Kling gets it back. Out to Palmier, three-pointer, no good. Rebound Soybert. Saves to Awi. Oh, look at Awi take it up. Fires it back to Soybert. Back inside, Awi, and knocked away. Cora Graham, a good defense.
Yeah, Awi brought it down just a little bit, and he got stripped on that one.
Lots of contact up top. Taken away by Awi, challenged by Kling, but fouled by Kling.
Yeah, good job by Awi, taking it hard to the glass and drew the foul. Yeah, it looks like they're going to let them play tonight. It's going to be physical, and that's something that the girls are going to have to adjust to.
This is the first game for both teams. You know, you've scrimmaged, you've had your practices, but boy, what a way to get the season started.
Yeah, this is a little different than the old scrimmages or practices, that's for sure.
Veronica Fessenmeyer, number 22, in for the Old Abe's, along with number 14, Katie Toutant.
Fessenmeyer, another freshman, and Toutant, a sophomore. So right now they've got 2 freshmen, a sophomore, and 2 seniors on the floor.
Awi misfires, but she gets it back, fires the three-pointer, no good.
And you can see that size issue right now for the Old Abe's. Getting out-rebounded, but there's the steal.
Ava McCarthy on the pick. She gets double-teamed. Gets it to Shaw. Fessenmeyer gets it to Katie Toutant, who
just caught that midline center line there for an over and back.
If this were hockey, you'd say she lost an edge.
There you go.
So a turnover for the Abes. They're still stuck on 0. Panthers basketball up by 4. But yeah, to your point, Sparks, SPASH has the height advantage, and they're trying to use that early on. Here's Awi, the layup good.
Again, a real nice set play run by SPASH. The Panthers doing a good job getting their key players the ball.
Shaw gives it up. McCarthy. Wide open underneath. Layup up and good. Ava McCarthy, her first varsity bucket.
Yeah, real nice cut there by McCarthy. A little backdoor. Saw the opening. The Old Abe's get their first points of the night.
Here's Ellie Strong, will launch from distance. That's no good. Foul goes on Lydia Johnson.
Yeah, Fessenmeyer with the good box out. We missed her coming in. Another freshman. So Fessenmeyer doing a good job on that weak side, getting inside position.
Eva Hoytom back in, so is Nora Kling. In the Chippewa Valley, collectors know where to go, and that's Slab Factory in Eau Claire. Pokemon cards, sports cards, buying, selling, or trading. It is the place where the hobby comes alive. Swing in today, discover something new only at Slab Factory, located at 2527 Claremont Avenue.
Stevens Point showing a 1-3-1 zone right here.
Well, and when you can put a very athletic, long player at the top of that 1-3-1, it makes it really tough.
Oh, absolutely, yep.
Got to attack those corners. Hoytom thought about it. The defense closed. Deflected out of bounds by Soybert.
Well, that's the other thing, too. Right now you put Soybert on the top there, deflecting passes, making it tough to reverse.
Shaw inbounds to Kling. Kling on the drive. She gets tripped up, and Lydia Johnson's going to pick up the foul. Hey, thanks to our game day sponsor, Oakwood Bank in Augusta and Eau Claire. Proud to support local student athletes. That is Oakwood Bank in Augusta and Eau Claire. Fessenmeyer to throw it in. Finds
Nice.
Nora Kling, challenged on the shot. Spash comes out of there with it. Here's Aoi. And
travel.
she dragged that
Yep.
back pivot foot.
That was a good call right there.
Ashley Miller checking in for Spash. Black Friday at Fleet Farm is almost here. Doors open early at 5 a.m. Friday, November 28th, and the first 500 customers will get a free plush moose and have a chance to shop this year's best deals. Get an early peek at the Black Friday ad today at fleetfarm.com. Kling gives it up to Shaw. Now Spash with Aoi at the top of that 1-3-1. Ball pinballs around. Abe's have it. Rhea Shaw for three. That's no good. The rebound comes down to Maybon.
And I just noticed that Stevens Point roster, it's all juniors and seniors, except for Aoi right there, who's the sophomore.
Aoi using her height and her skills to put that one in. Leah Aoi up to 4 points. Boy, pressure defense by Spash. Deflection, but Shaw gets it back.
Yeah, now they got Aoi on the top of that 1-3-1. So now you're trying to work around 6-2. Kling going hard. She's going to draw contact.
We saw Nora Kling do that a lot last year, driving hard to the hoop with that right hand.
Yeah, she's got to work the top of that zone right there in the middle of the free throw line extended. And that way she can turn and face, and then when they start to collapse on her, she's going to be able to kick that out for some threes for the Old Abes. Otherwise, if they aren't going to collapse, they're not going to contain her one-on-one.
Whether you are buying or selling, turn to the Jesperson Group at C21 Affiliated. They have a pulse in the local real estate market, and they can help you with both existing homes and new builds, and they can assist you through each step of the process. That is the Jesperson Group at C21 Affiliated. 1-2 for Nora Kling. Aoi. Tough move into the lane, and she will head to the line.
That foul called on Cora Graham. But again, Aoi showing her athleticism. She just took the outlet, took it herself. Nice little penetration.
Visit Marshfield to see the largest holiday lights display in central Wisconsin, featuring over 2 million lights at Wildwood Park. Open every night from 5 to 9 p.m., starting the day after Thanksgiving and running through New Year's Eve. Admission is free with a suggested donation of non-perishable food or cash. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com. 2 of 2 for Leah Aoi.
She's up to 6 points on the night.
And again, she's at the point of that 1-3-1. Here's Paul Meir up top. Rhea Shaw, tough mid-range shot, no good. Kling pulls down the rebound. Backs it out. Graham rotates in the corner. Three-pointer on the way. Good. Evelyn Bast.
Bass, the freshman, scores her first points in varsity here.
How about the freshman coming up big for the Old Abes? Jada Soybert quickly back the other way.
Soybert on top there, a little crossover. That's where the Old Abes have got to run two at her. They've got to make her pick up that dribble, otherwise she is just too tough on the penetration.
How about the freshman from Memorial having an impact early on?
Yeah, a couple of them coming off the bench and just letting it go, doing a nice job. And that's what he wanted to see tonight. He wanted to see those young kids not be gun shy. If you've got the look, take it.
Ava Hoyton back in for the Abes. Rhea Shaw's going to get a short break. Maybon back in for the Panthers. Abes have the depth advantage. Stevens Point, definitely a height advantage. But we'll see. We've seen this multiple times with Memorial over the years, is that eventually the other team just kind of runs out of gas.
Yeah, which again I think is partly why SPASH is doing the zone right now, Kind of frees them up to take a little bit easier on the defensive end.
Ava Hoytom for three. No.
Good job following
batted
it.
around. Awi comes out of that pack with it. Leah Awi coming in on Kling. Layup good, plus the foul.
Yeah, as physical as this has been, all of a sudden you get that little ticky-tack going up with the left hand. Coach Fanning's not happy about that because you can see Kling just gave that up. I mean, she didn't foul, she didn't reach, and they're going to call that foul, and that's unfortunate because that's her second now here, and we still got 11:45 to play, so that's going to hurt the Old Apes quite a bit.
Well, and it's going to be decision time for Coach Fanning and the staff.
Yeah, they already pulled her now, but when do you bring her back? Exactly.
Offensive rebound. Soybert doesn't get the roll. Back tap. Ball bats around. Ooh, lots of contact down in the corner. They say last touch by the Apes.
Yeah, just by watching what we've seen so far, this game is going to be very physical, and that's going to play into Stevens Point's hands. Panthers are older. They just seem to be stronger and more physical. So I think that's going to be a big advantage right now for the Panthers.
Katie Toutant into the game for the Old Apes. Graham playing some tough defense. Now comes out on Soybert. Firing inside, knocked away by Lydia Palmier.
And that's a good job right there. That's the Old Ape defense. They're trying to extend and trap the ball. And then again, everybody else is scrambling, trying to anticipate that next pass.
Panthers get it to Maybon. Soybert pops from distance and drains it.
How about a little step back from three? Smooth. She's up to 9.
It's a 7-0 run for the Panthers. Bast in trouble in the corner, finds Graham. Cora Graham goes up
and
one. Counted in the foul.
Good tough move there by Graham. Under control. Little ball fake, came back strong with the right hand.
Well, and one of the things, Sparks, and you know this, it's like if you're playing a team that plays you physical and is extending the defense and forcing kind of the physical, you've got to answer it.
Yeah,
you've got to answer it somehow.
If you don't answer it, you're right. You're going to lose and lose pretty handily. So that's what the Old Apes have got to figure out. And there was a nice move in the paint there for one.
We've got a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. You're watching girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more for every room, every door, and every window. Place your trust in SOS Security. At the line, Cora Graham. 5'10 senior, averaged 3.5 points per game last year for the Abes, and just over 4.5 rebounds per game. Abes 0-2 from the free throw line.
Showing that pressure now.
Far. Johnson swings it to Macy Nystrom, guarded by Bast, the freshman. Soybert tries the bounce pass, knocked away.
Good help side that time by the Old Abes.
Shaw kicks the corner. Palmier for three, just a little bit long.
Yeah, the Old Abes need those three to drop. Right now I think they're about 0 for 5.
Maybon thought she stepped out of bounds. And a lot of contacts. Shaw takes it away from Soybert. Rhea Shaw misses the layup. Leah Awi the rebound. Awi banks it in.
She looked a little sheepish after that one as she looks to the bench. But she'll take it, and that extends the lead.
They say a foot was on the line, so it's a 2 and not a 3. So it's an 11-point lead, and then Shaw fouled in the backcourt. They're going to get Soybert on the foul. So
interesting call on that one by Awi. Wasn't that a 3? I thought she was definitely behind the arc. But you're right, they did signal just 2. Boy, you know, again, as physical as this been, you can start to see now the coaches working the officials. Coach McCarville over here has been in a couple of years about stuff, and we've seen Coach Fanning do that. They want it to either just, let them play a little bit, or what are we going to do here? Because they're both starting to get on them a little bit about what's happening on the floor as far as all this physicality going.
Yeah, they are getting after it, Sparks.
Yeah.
Both teams are really getting after it. So at the line is Rhea Shaw. Rhea Shaw, the senior, averaged just over 6 points per game last year, but another one of those multi-year starters. And look at Veronica Fessenmeyer.
Yeah, good
forcing
move.
the held ball.
Fessenmeyer, that freshman, with a heady play that time, coming across.
Cora Graham to throw it in. Exactly 10 minutes from halftime. This has been a good one, as we expected. Bounce pass, Lydia Palmier for 2.
Oh, pretty play underneath there.
Abes have it within single digits. On the drive, Lydia Johnson. Tough shot off the glass.
Very good shot right there.
Soybert staying out there with the 2 fouls.
Yeah, she's a heady player. She's going to make sure she avoids anything else.
Palmier gives it up. Open look from the perimeter. Ring it up, Ava McCarthy.
The freshman for 3. Again, they have to start nailing some of those. It doesn't matter if they're a freshman or senior.
Mabon hassled by Graham. Now SPASH with numbers. Lydia Johnson, no. Soybert the rebound, and we'll have a reset.
Yeah, they're going to have to run some. That's going right through. Oh, but overlaid. Boy, good move. I thought that was an easy 2.
Palmier on the push, gets it back after the deflection by Awi. Deflected, Mabon has it. Panthers running. Soybert open from the perimeter, and she drills another one.
Lost her in transition. She'll stop and pop from anywhere.
Jada Soybert up to 12 points. So 22 of the 24 points for Stevens Point. Jada Soybert, Leah Howie.
Stevens Point now gone to man here.
Cora Graham gets it to Palmier. Thought about the 3. To Rhea Shaw. In the lane and in the basket, but no wave it off. Ooh.
That little extra hop step, I guess. She took off the one, landed, but went step rather than come into a jump stop. So they called the travel. Otherwise, it was a pretty looking play.
Hoytom, Bast, McCarthy, Kling, and Shaw. That's the 5 on the floor for Eau Claire Memorial, which trails by 10 points. Hoytom, the deflection. Could help defense on Awi. Awi in the lane, little short. Kling the rebound. Quickly into the front court.
Good hesitation.
Gets around.
Oh, gets hammered. Yes, got to call that one.
Go to the line.
Good shot fake on the baseline. Kling getting a little more serious about her offense right there. Took that one, made a nice little hesitation move, and then a shot fake draws the foul on Awi, but that's just her first.
Eight team fouls on the Panthers. They will bring Ashley Miller in. Ellie Strong back in as well. Abe so far in this game 0 for 4 from the free throw line. Kling 1 of 2 that trip. Once again, the Abes within single digits. Nice backdoor cut and the finish. Ellie Strong off the feed from Jada Soybert.
Yeah, you're going to have some of that just because you've got to double Soybert when she puts the ball down.
Ava Hoytom drills the 3.
Well, we talked about having them make some threes to stay in it, and they're starting to make it happen.
Awi will try to answer, and she does.
Oh, my. Without hesitation. Well, you can see why she's getting looks. 6'2", standing outside the arc, knocking it down.
And the Abes throw it away. Again, that pressure defense by the Panthers making it tough for Eau Claire Memorial. Shaw knocking it away from Jada Soibert. Panthers will keep it. Katie Toutant in for Memorial. And we're going to get a timeout. We'll step aside as well. You're watching girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Honey, we need to get the new shower before the holidays.
Yeah, we need to get the dishwasher too.
Wait, did you see this?
We gotta go.
Now's the time to tackle those big projects. It's your last chance. Menards 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day. Don't wait to renovate. Finish your projects with help from Menards before it's too late.
And we got an 11% rebate too.
Save big money at Menards.
7 minutes to go, and it's Stevens Point leading Eau Claire Memorial 29-18. HS Fence specializes in chain link, vinyl, wood, and ornamental fencing. They have been providing commercial and residential fencing to the people of Wisconsin for the last 18 years. Contact them today in Fall Creek or at hsfencewi.com. Panthers with the ball and an 11-point lead. They find Leah Aoi. Pull-up jumper, a little too strong. Nora Kling the rebound. Gets around Soibert. Kling all the way to the hoop.
Draws
Out
a little
the
bump.
bucket.
Yeah.
Abes were looking for an and one. Brandon Fanning.
Yeah. Well, it goes back, we talked before. Kling bought a foul and less contact than that. And there's a travel, but missed that one.
Soibert has
here
it.
comes one-on-one. This is trouble. Oh,
Double
good
team
help
comes.
right there. Oh,
Down
SPASH,
low
great
off the
rotation.
glass. Ashley Miller.
Nice job out of that double team to swing it to the weak side and then look under. That's great ball movement right there.
Back to a double-digit lead for Stevens Point. Kling thought about that. Here's Evelyn Bast. Toutant with it. Back to Bast. Shaw on a little hesitation. Drives, gets it knocked away. Last touched by Jada Soibert.
Yeah, Soibert on the strip right there on the drive.
Lydia Palmier in for the Abes. We will give Nora Kling a bit of a rest.
Yeah, Kling leads with 5 points so far tonight. Had a little tough time getting going here in the first half. Hampered by foul trouble.
Shaw on the kick out. Here's Toutant to the hoop for two.
Nice hard drive to the glass, and really Soibert had to give that up because she's got 2 fouls.
Sparks, this next 5:45 or thereabouts is going to be really important for both of these teams. Abes have a chance to kind of whittle into this lead.
Yeah, you're right. It's important. Like we always talk about, you got to be within 10 at halftime. Just makes you feel better about things, you know, that you're still in the game, that they haven't gotten away from you on. Here's an opportunity now. She's going to sit Soibert, so here's a chance for the old Abes maybe to cut into this.
Macy Nystrom, Lydia Johnson back in. Here's Palmier. Ava McCarthy gives it up to Toutant. Palmier swings to Shaw. Back to Lydia Palmier off the glass for two.
Yeah, lost Palmier on that cut, and she's left-handed, thank goodness. Oh, nobody back on D, and easy. Oh, but missed.
You put the hex on her, Sparks. Lydia Johnson had a great look, couldn't finish.
She got behind the defense and just didn't finish. Good hustle by her.
A little momentum here. As we have 5 minutes remaining in the first half.
You can hear Coach Fanning probably. He's just yelling, move. You got to move the basketball.
And they're going to get Ava McCarthy on that little hop step, get her on the travel.
Yeah, didn't quite get rid of it in time. You could tell she was trying to kick it to the corner, but just hesitated.
SPASH basketball, Panthers up 7. Howie in traffic, no.
Might have got deflected on that one, came up short.
McCarthy all the way
Aggressive.
to the glass, count it.
How about that? Nice move by the freshman McCarthy. Little hesitation, going strong side, gets the bank and the foul.
So now the A's within 5 pending the free throw.
And look who's coming back in. Jada Soybert just says, all right, time for me to come back in, as they wheedled it down to 5 here.
Give Leah Owie a rest.
And I think that's her first time tonight. I think she went the whole first half so far.
Three-point play, Ava McCarthy. She's up to 8 points. She'll get a well-deserved hand as she exits. Abe's have pulled within 4 points thanks to a 7-0 run. Soybert, such a good ball handler.
Ooh, just as you said that, but it came right to Strong. And an easy finish.
A little bit of a miscommunication by the Old Abe's defense as who was going to pick up Strong on that switch.
You tried to double team Soybert, and then all of a sudden, like you said, you lost communication.
Cora Graham gets it blocked. Lydia Johnson. Now here's Soybert all the way to the hoop. Gets the roll.
Going through contact right there. Tough move.
Evelyn Bast.
That one might have been a little quick in the offense there for the Old Aves. Nobody down there to rebound.
Yeah, Bast passed on the 3. Went inside. Now a back cut.
Ooh, just missed it.
Soybert couldn't finish. Here's Shaw on the push. Evelyn Bast for 3.
In and out.
Good. Rebound Soybert. We'll say this about the freshmen. They are not shy out there.
Yeah, isn't that the truth?
Ball batted around. Panthers keep it. Here's
Oh,
Strong.
pretty.
Bounce pass.
Oh, didn't get to go, though.
Lydia Johnson couldn't quite finish.
Strong and a great move. That penetration, little pocket pass down inside to Johnson.
On that scramble, the Abes were the last ones to touch it.
Yep.
So Kling is back in for the Old Abes along with McCarthy.
Big 3 minutes here for Kling. She's got 2 fouls. Soybert also with 2 fouls for SPASH.
Again, Coach Fanning trying to keep that 5 on the floor as fresh as possible. Strong with it. Soybert to Owie.
Good dive from
Back
the
to
perimeter.
Soybert. That three-pointer is good.
Yeah, that's the one person who can't leave to go help. Got to stay out there on her. Let somebody else go down on Owie and try to double.
Stevens Point by 11. Abe's trying to find the cutter. Panthers come up with the turnover. From the top of the key, Strong no good, but tracked down by Soybert.
Oh, pretty
nice
pass.
dump down to Johnson. She'll go to the line.
Yeah, good look there again. Johnson, the recipient of another good pass. Johnson's doing a great job, though, without the basketball of trying to find that weak side block and looking for those passes off the penetration.
Sparks, there are times in this game I'm sitting here thinking, this is the first game of the season for both of these teams.
Yeah. It
Does not seem
high
like that.
high level basketball.
Yeah.
You're right. And I'll say this right now that, you're playing Stevens Point, one of the top-ranked teams in the state, and you're playing with a lot of freshmen and sophomore. You don't want anything better than this. This is going to make them grow up in a hurry. If you had somebody else, maybe a cupcake on your schedule, and you win by 30, that doesn't help them. This is where those young kids are going to grow, playing against a great team like Stevens Point.
1 and 2 for Lydia Johnson. Maybon and Mia Abiad is into the game. Stevens Point, after Memorial had cut it down to 4, is back up by 12. It's been a game of runs in this first half. Nora Kling on the drive, strong to the hoop. They play on. Here comes WIAA. Through traffic, off the glass. No, here comes Kling. She's headed the other way. Pull-up
That's
jumper,
a pretty
good.
move. That's the thing that Nora Kling's got to bring to the table this year, the ability to just stop, raise up, and knock down that 5-footer instead of always thinking she has to go to the glass.
Soibert on the drive, fouled up top.
Well, no surprise. Leah always got 13 here in the first half, and Jada Soibert's got 17. Soibert's at the line.
Yeah, those two as advertised.
I guess. 30 out of the 39 so far. Make it another one. Just so hard to handle those two with their athleticism. And again, just a junior and a sophomore.
Soibert now up to 19 points. We still have 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah, and nothing's ever forced, right? If she takes that little step back from 3 in transition, she just makes it look so smooth.
Nora Kling blocked by Aoi.
Yep.
Big scramble on the floor. Kling gets it out of there. Here's Toutant. Palmier to Kling. Page rotated. Here's Toutant. McCarthy. Kling passing on that 3. Kling.
Oh, a little bump on the drive and nothing.
And that pass a little too far for WIAA. This has been an intense game with lots of physicality. Reeves down by 12 with the basketball. Toutant to Fessenmeyer. And
that little
Fessenmeyer
drag,
called on the walk.
She dragged that back foot as she was about to make a pass and realized she didn't want to throw it, but backside pivot foot with a little drag.
Soibert over to Maybon. There's Nystrom on the drive. In the corner, 3-point Abia, that's no good.
And Aoi knocked it away, so it goes to the old Abes. Panthers doing a smart move here now. They're going to take Soibert, get her out here with those last 56 seconds, and she's got 2 fouls. Aoi's still good. She's only got the 1 foul.
Evelyn Bass checks in for the old Abes, so Memorial's got a couple of those freshman sharpshooters out there. Toutant to McCarthy. Ava McCarthy on the drive. The kick. Kling, 3-pointer, a little short. Kling pulls down the rebound. And they say she stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, it was actually Ava McCarthy on that one, following it up from the perimeter. Good job by her.
So Jada Soibert now will check in.
Sure, they got the
39.5.
ball back on offense. So little offense-defense strategy here late.
Cora Graham checks in for the old Abes as Kling will sit with those 2 fouls.
Yep, same strategy. You're on defense. Let's save her.
Jada Soibert will walk it up.
Yeah, I think Jada's going to look probably for the last shot, maybe even.
Guarded by Toutant. Inside Aoi. She's double teamed down
stripped.
low. Knocked away.
Yeah.
And then they're going to get the foul on WIAA.
Yeah, she came out. She got stripped and then tried to reach around to get the ball tied up and drew that foul. Her second.
So we'll go to the other end and shoot some free throws. Habes just 2 of 6 from the line in my unofficial scorebook this first half. Evelyn Bass checks out, and Veronica Fessenmeyer is in.
WIAA steps out now these last 22 seconds.
Ava McCarthy, 1 of 2. The freshman has 9 points. 11-point lead for Stevens Point. Soybert, little short. Battle for the rebound. Fessenmeyer comes out of there with it.
Abe's have time.
Ahead to McCarthy. Ava McCarthy on the drive. Left
Oh, pretty
off
move.
the glass.
Wow. Tough by the freshman.
Long distance shot is no good.
Soybert shot that. I thought for sure it was going in. I don't care if it's beyond half court.
Yeah. So first half is in the books. Wow, what an entertaining first half. Stevens Point 41, Eau Claire Memorial 32. Sparks, we are entertained, that's for sure.
Yeah, everything we were looking forward to, right? Just the athleticism and the kids that can shoot the rock. I mean, we're seeing just a great show put on by Aui and Soybert, that's for sure. Those two combined for 19 and 17, I do believe, something like that in the first half. So they've certainly done their part. And as far as the old Abe's go, I think the surprise to me is all these freshmen. These freshmen and sophomores that are stepping on this floor and just letting it fly, and they're being successful. Look at McCarthy, 11 points, the freshman coming in, 11 points here in the first half, and that was big because Nora Kling a little hampered with the foul trouble, and she's also trying to deal with Leah Aui guarding her, and that's tough when you got 6'2" who's that athletic.
We are at the half. Stevens Point leading Eau Claire Memorial by 9. We'll step aside and be back with the second half. From right here in the Eagles Nest, you are watching girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Hi, and welcome to Balanced Health by Dana. My name is Dana Besson, nurse practitioner for over 18 years, and I am here to help you achieve optimal health. Do you struggle with anxiety, unexplained weight gain, brain fog, joint aches or pains? I specialize in bioidentical hormone replacement therapy to help restore balance and achieve your overall well-being. Call or text me today. I offer free consultations. I offer in-person visits as well as virtual visits from wherever you are. Take the first step to feeling your best and call me today.
Your business security not so secure? It's time to send an SOS to SOS Security in Eau Claire. With SOS's total business control system, you can lock doors, turn off lights, control thermostats, and more, all from the convenience of your smartphone. Contact us today and we'll design and install a custom business automation system for you. We'll even give you $100 off a new or upgraded system. From concept to completion, your business is secure with SOS Security.
Referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile. Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Hey, it's Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player. Abbey Bank is helping provide local families in need with a meal this holiday season, and you can double your impact. Abbey Bank will match all monetary donations for a total of $2,000 made through the Wausau and Weston Abbey Bank locations by Friday, December 12th. All donations will go to Peyton's Promise in Marathon County. For more information, visit abbeybank.com. Happy holidays from all of us. This ad is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Bring the family and stroll through the enchanted forest. Christmas Land at Menard.
Menard's Enchanted Forest is a winter wonderland of holiday decorations.
From generation to generation, Menards helps make Christmas an enchanted time. Bring your family and experience a tradition that goes back over 65 years. Visit Menards Enchanted Forest today and save big on all holiday decor.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest at Eau Claire Memorial High School. Getting set for the second half of action. non-conference girls high school basketball. Two teams that find themselves in the preseason top 10. Girls high school basketball in Division I, the statewide rankings. Stevens Point, 41-32, leading Eau Claire Memorial. Bob Bradovich, Dave Sparger with you. Spargs, boy, we were entertained in that first half. And I tell you, for Stevens Point, Jada Soybert and Leah Owie, they combined for 32 of the 41 points for Stevens Point. Soybert, 19, Owie with 13. And it's one of the freshmen leading Eau Claire Memorial, Ava McCarthy, with 11.
Yeah, McCarthy coming off the bench really gave him a lot of good pop in there and did some really nice things. Again, to kind of just keep the Old Abes in this. We were talking about how they wanted to be within 10 at halftime, and they're only down 9. So, again, within striking range. But you know what? You're just not going to stop Jada Soybert. That's the one thing that you're not going to do. So you've got to make sure you try to contain the other 4. If you could somehow keep Leah Owie off the boards, making her take tough shots, that'll help you. And then the rest of the way, the Old Abes have just got to find a way to knock down shots and take care of the basketball. We talked about how physical this game is. The Old Abes have to match that physicality. They can't get bumped and turn the ball over or not get quality shots. They have to get more physical.
There were possessions where Memorial did a really nice job of rotating the basketball, and they got some open looks. Evelyn Bast, another freshman, was able to knock down a big three-pointer. And, you talk about McCarthy and what she's been able to do. Still a very much up for grabs type of game. Margin is 9 right now. Abes are trying to crank up the pressure as best they can and try to wear down Stevens Point. Memorial with the edge in terms of depth. Stevens Point, the edge in height, physicality.
Well, right off the bat there, always got a good look, but she had a lot of good pressure. She was doubled and tried to hit that shot. So what the Old Abes were looking to do, just make it tough.
Rhea Shaw with it. Inside to Cora Graham, off her hand, a held ball, a possession arrow pointing the way of the Old Abes. Cora Graham will throw it in for Memorial. Graham looking, it's knocked away by Soybert.
Shaw bails him out right there.
And then Shaw lost the handle. Here come the Panthers and Leah Owie. So good on the dribble. 6'2" sophomore. Speaking of good on the dribble, Soybert with the dish to Lydia Johnson. Panthers back up by 11. Nora Kling on the perimeter. Spins away from Owie. Doesn't get the roll.
Yeah, had a good look. Nice move inside.
Jayla Mabon with the rebound. Here's Soybert. To Owie. Spins into the lane. Soybert, pull-up jumper. That's good.
Yeah, went for that steal. Left her open on the baseline. She's just not going to miss that.
From distance, Graham, no good, and the rebound, Lydia Johnson.
Here she goes again. She got the lane and draws the foul.
Saw that opening from up top and just attacked.
We could see it up here, how you could just see it spread apart, and there was just too much room. She took off left-handed, and, by the time they try to close that gap, it's way too late.
So Jada Soybert already up to 21 points. We'll get a couple from the free throw line. Ava McCarthy in for the Old Abes.
Old Abes are going to use a timeout right here.
We'll take one as well. You're watching girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Call the Dahlman Insurance Agency today for home, auto, and business coverage from Penn National Insurance Company. Dahlman Insurance, come for the rates, stay for the service. Jada Soibert at the free throw line. 21 points in this season debut for the talented junior. One or two at the line for Soibert. 5-0 run for the Panthers to start this second half. Keep possession coming up here for the A's. Nora Kling on the drive. Gets around a defender and scores.
Nice little Euro step on that baseline. She definitely has to take advantage. Now that she doesn't have Aui guarding her, full advantage and nails that one.
Kling up to 11 points.
Oh, good help defense. That'll be a jump ball. And there's McCarthy doing some good things again.
Panthers get it to Soibert. Hounded by Shaw. Great change of direction and a step back.
Fredo, how do you defend that?
Yeah,
how do you, a little crossover, step back? Just nails it.
That's a lot of time in the gym working on your craft. You're doing that kind of stuff. McCarthy swings to Shaw. Kling will drive. Nora Kling to the hoop.
Another nice job. Good patience that time. Get that ball swung side to side. Give her a little room to work. She capitalizes.
Aui. No good. Rebound McCarthy.
Yeah, if you're the old Abes, you'll live with that kind of shot. If Aui has to come out and shoot it from the perimeter a little bit.
Two Tots swings it to McCarthy. Now Kling. Palmier in the corner, McCarthy. Ava McCarthy doesn't get the roll, but she'll head to the line.
Better job again, the old Abe swinging that basketball and making that defense break down a little bit, created a good driving lane.
Foul goes on Maybon. 2 fouls for Maybon.
Evelyn Bass checks back in. Going to give Shaw a break.
McCarthy eyeing it up. And she has her 12th points of the evening. Abe's back within 12 points.
And right now the old Aves have 1 senior, 2 sophomores, and 2 freshmen on the floor. Boy, we talked about how young they are going to have to play.
Leah Aui for 3. No. Nora Kling the rebound. Palmier over to McCarthy. Nora Kling to the hoop.
Yeah,
she gets fouled by Jayla Maybon.
Things are starting to open up now for that drive, but again, it's the ball movement that creates that. And Aui's not going to run with her now. They're trying to get somebody else to guard her, and Kling's taking advantage.
Yeah, if you're the Abes, you'll like this, a chance to whittle away at that lead without the clock moving. Nora Kling gets the hometown roll on that one.
Yeah, they're going to need that because that's what they've got to do. If they can get to the free throw line here the second half, they've got to make them. They struggled with that in the first half.
Kling trying to make this a 10-point margin. That one rims out. Soibert the rebound. Guarded by Toutant. Lefty floater, no good. Aui commits the foul.
Big foul there, Aui. That'll be her third. Better job by the Old A's, that inside position, trying to get the boards.
Yeah, much better box out that time. I mean, you need to be aware where the ball is, but you got to box out as well. You got to find somebody. And then Aui the steal, the three.
Knock it down.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Well, that time Katie Toutant was flat-footed as that pass came to her, and Aui made her pay for it.
Kling stripped by Aui.
She's going to strip it right back, though, and knock it out of bounds.
How about those
Good
last
hustle.
2 3-pointers by Stevens Point? That step back by Soibert, and then that steal and a corner three from Aui.
Yeah, you're talking about getting the green light. Aui gets the steal. There's nobody even back there to get the rebound. She just stops and pops and drains it from three. Coach McCarville was thrilled with that move.
So it's a very small lineup out there and a very young lineup, except you do have the 2 seniors out there in Shaw and Paul Meir, and that one rolls out. It was a great look, and Lydia Johnson had it hit every part of the rim. It just didn't drop. Here's McCarthy. Tried to get it to Paul Meir, and they say it was not touched by Stevens Point.
Looked up here like that one got deflected.
Panthers basketball, they lead it by 14.
Well, one of the big things tonight you've also noticed is just the turnover ratio. Old A's probably have doubled the amount of turnovers that the SPASH has done. They've just taken care of the ball much better.
Here's Soibert. Near side, it's Nystrom. Gives it up in the corner. Ellie Strong.
Yeah, Bast on a reach right there. Going to good drive.
Bast picks up the foul, and that is her first.
Hoytom and Kling back in.
It's the second team foul on the Old A's this half. Panthers get it to Nystrom. Up top, Aui. Guarded by Kling. Leah Aui, no good. Nora Kling the rebound. Hoytom finds Shaw. Shaw to Bast. Swing it into the corner. Fessenmeyer. Hoytom, a long three. It's off. Shaw the rebound. Now Kling finds Bast. Stevens Point realizing Bast is a shooter. Hoytom to Shaw. Rhea Shaw, pull-up jumper, gets the roll.
Nice little move there coming off that ball screen. Instead of taking it all the way in, she was able just to pull up and knock it down. And Stevens Point throws it away.
Turnover on the Panthers, gives it back to the Abes. 12:15 remaining in the second. It's a 12-point margin. Subs in for both teams. Katie Toutant in for the Old Abes. Aui will get a rest for the Panthers. Evelyn Bast to Katie Toutant. Now Rhea Shaw. Kling, guarded by Soibert. Shaw wanted to get it inside, and then Shaw commits the foul on Jada Soibert.
Yeah, they got Stevens Point to make that switch, so Soibert would come out on the perimeter, gave Kling an option to post up a little bit there, but again, a little tough for Ray Shaw to get that over Soibert with a good defense.
Yeah, Soibert is just so long.
Yeah.
Listed at 5'10", she looks taller than that, Sparks.
Well, yeah, but the length, right? You talk about how you play it longer, probably plays like a 6-footer.
Foul committed by Toutant. Ava McCarthy in for Evelyn Bast.
You know, you might call that one actually a good foul, Because if all of a sudden Soybert gets going downhill, that's easy bucket. So that was actually probably a good foul to take to prevent her from getting downhill and scoring.
Inbounds Macy Nystrom. Nystrom, little floater. 14-point lead for the Panthers. Shaw trying to get it to McCarthy, and that one didn't connect. So turnover, and the Panthers have it back with a 14-point lead. Soybert to Nystrom. Mabon, they go inside. Ashley Miller, no. Toutant on the push for the Old A's. Shaw wanted to give it back. Instead, Soybert puts it up.
One.
Count the foul.
Kling drawing that foul again. Boy, there's just times that Nora Kling just has to let it go. You know, she's just so athletic and get up so high that I think sometimes she thinks she's going to block everything, but she's just got to learn that she's more valuable on the floor than maybe blocking a shot. She's just got to kind of give that up, let her have her two, and then inbounds and stay on the floor. That she picks up her third right there.
Yeah, Soybert had that angle, plus she's coming in on the left side.
Yep, she's
as
left-handed, yeah.
Yep.
And again, she can get up just as high.
Yeah, all part of the learning process. Now the Abes find themselves down by 17.
Yeah, and the turnover's been the problem here now lately.
Katie Toutant to Ava McCarthy. Here's Toutant, finds Bast. Evelyn Bast
Pretty
to
move.
the bucket for two. Tell you, these freshmen for Memorial have zero fear.
Yeah, I give Coach Fanning credit. He has done, obviously, a good job of talking them and expectations and saying, listen, I don't care if you're a freshman. If you got the shot, take it. Stay aggressive on the offensive end.
Security Financial Bank, SFB, whether you are starting a business, buying your first home, or saving for college, SFB has the bankers who believe in you. Learn more today at sfbank.com. Member FDIC. Abe's down 15, still over 10 minutes remaining in the second half. Memorial looking to make a push. Toutant to Palmier. McCarthy with it. Palmier thought about the three. Soybert closed, and then Palmier trying to put on the brakes. Drag that pivot foot.
And again, there's part of that physicality, right? Soyberg leaning on her. And then Palmier realizes she doesn't have the corners, tries to slam on the brakes, and just gets kind of bumped off her pivot foot.
Rhea Shaw back in for the Old Abes. And they're going to get the travel on Lydia Johnson. Came to that hop step and then shuffled the feet. Under 10 minutes to go, second half. Memorial down 15. Nora Kling up top. Kling on the drive. Puts up the scoop shot. No good. Here comes Soybert on the push.
Oh,
nice dish in
little
the finish.
pocket, right out of the pocket.
Nystrom.
Absolutely, what a pretty play.
That's some next level stuff there. Bast will rotate it to Kling.
Yeah, Soybert's got 28 tonight, and she's probably contributed to the other 10 from her teammates.
Evelyn Bast.
Little step back, doesn't
get
go.
the roll. Good effort that time by the freshman Bast. Here's Aoi. Aoi's been a little quiet this second half. Short on that three-pointer.
Yeah, she had 13 at half. She's got 3 here the second half, and that was on that steal where she just stopped and popped from 3. But other than that, you're right, she's been a little quiet.
Graham and Hoytom back in for the Old Abes. Fessenmeyer. Now it's Hoytom. Picks up the dribble, finds Shaw. Cora Graham takes it to the hoop.
Gets blocked.
Blocked by Soibert and then off of Soibert.
Yeah, I thought it was a good move right there by Graham. She went hard, but then all of Soibert coming over with the help, gets up and blocks it.
Ellie Strong checking in for SPASH. Soibert will get a breather. Mia Abiad is back in for Stevens Point. White-Tom for three, and that is good.
Good job kicking that out by McCarthy.
He dumps it down low, and the layup no good by Johnson. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Panthers. Just over 8 minutes to go, and the Old Abe's turn it over.
And Soibert got her minute break, so she's back in.
Soibert and Jayla Mabon, two of the starters back in for Stevens Point. Well, last year it was a 50-37 win for SPASH on its home court over the Old Abes. Soibert on the drive. Owie for three. That's no good. Back tap by Soibert into the hands of Strong. Soibert can't corral it, though. And the ball goes back to Eau Claire Memorial. Nora Kling back in for Memorial. Kling has 11 points, second leading scorer behind the freshman Ava McCarthy, but Kling has had to work for everything tonight. Cora Graham on the drive.
Yeah, that's one thing the Panthers have done a really nice job on, is knowing where Kling is at all times. And they've had Soibert and Owie just kind of making sure they're always with her and not giving her easy looks.
Foul goes on Macy Nystrom. And then SPASH takes away the inbounds pass. Soibert's so good with the basketball.
That's got to be a travel. There
and
it is.
It is. And Lydia Johnson just lost her footing there and hit the deck. So the Abes will get it back. And they will bring in Evelyn Bast. So they station the two freshmen, Bast and McCarthy, in the corners here as they get this set going as Memorial. Time starting to be a factor. Ava McCarthy, tough move.
McCarthy's had a couple of those good looks where she goes strong and then banks that away. Just excellent moves tonight. She's up to 14.
Shaw near steal. Kling takes it up.
Oh, didn't get it.
Oh, she was challenged by Soibert.
Boy, I thought she did everything right that time, too. She came to that jump stop and went up over. And just did not get it to go.
Mabon rotates it to Johnson. Lydia Johnson taking it strong. No, but a foul on the Old Abes. Lydia Johnson to the line. Eva Hoytom picks up the foul, and she's up to 3 fouls. That's the 6th team foul on the Old Abes. Katie Toutant back in for Memorial. 0-2 that trip. Kling the rebound. Abe's down by 12. Here's Bast to Shaw. Now McCarthy. Evelyn Bast. Just on line. It wouldn't go down.
Yeah, that would have been big. That would have gotten it under 10.
Soibert gives it up to Strong. Guarded by Bast. Strong on the drive. They're going to get Evelyn Bast on the foul. It's 2 fouls on Bast, and it sends Ellie Strong to the line. Ellie Strong with 4 points tonight. Second one coming for Strong. One of 2 that trip. Abe's down by 13. Nora Kling over Leah Aoi.
Yeah, they're again the difference right. Little step in and then pull back and hit the jumper over the top. Instead of taking it at 6'2", just elevate before she gets to you.
Strong will kick it out. Now Soibert.
Good defense there.
Kling, potential 2-on-1 for the Abes. Kling, again, she was challenged just enough on some really good defense by Jada Soibert. And on the held ball, the possession arrow pointing the way of the Old Abes. Macy Nystrom in now for Stevens Point. 5:09 remaining in the second quarter. Still time for the Old Abes to make a push. But they will need some points, and quickly. Bast gives it to Shaw. Rhea Shaw to Nora Kling, 3-pointer. That's no good. Rebound Soibert. On the drive, Aoi. Back to Soibert. Those 2 playing catch. Aoi won't get the roll. Rebound, Toutant. Bast has it. Over to Kling. Nora Kling spins, goes glass and scores.
Tough move there again. Kling's starting to come alive here late. Trying to get him back in this thing.
Nora Kling up to 15 points. The lead is 9. Abe's fans making some noise. Aoi.
Who had a chance for a loose ball, didn't get it. And here comes your step back.
Soibert, no good. Kling the rebound.
Boy, if they can knock a 3 down here, this could get interesting.
Kling spins into the lane.
They're going to get a jump ball, I believe, on that one. Yep.
Yep, the held ball. Great defense
goes
that
back
time.
to the
Jada
Panthers.
Soibert. It looked like that was open, but then Soibert came on the help side and made a nice play. Well, they got a timeout with 3:58 remaining in this one. You're watching girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Honey, we need to get the new shower before the holidays.
Yeah, we need to get the dishwasher too.
Wait, did you see this?
We gotta go.
Now's the time to tackle those big projects. It's your last chance. Menards 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day. Don't wait to renovate. Finish your projects with help from Menards before it's too late.
And we got an 11% rebate too.
Save big money.
3 minutes, 58 seconds remaining, second half. It's Stevens Point leading Eau Claire Memorial 60-51. SPASH had a 41-32 advantage at the break. They had stretched that lead to as much as 17 before Memorial made a bit of a surge. SPASH basketball coming out of that timeout. Jada Soibert bringing it up. She's got 28 points tonight. And she lost the handle. Toutant back the other way for the Abes to Rhea Shaw. Shaw, pull-up jumper, good.
And just like that, we got ourselves a 7-point game.
6-0 run by the Old Abes. Leah Owie gives it up to Jada Soibert. Now Lydia Johnson. Abes trying to extend the defense. Mabon with it. Loops it inside. Abes have it. Ahead, Lydia Palmier.
Great job of the Old Abes in transition.
Got ourselves a 5-point game, just over 3 minutes left.
There's your double team. Oh, they want the walk. They don't get the call. And here it comes Soibert for two.
On the step through, got it.
Yeah, didn't get the help. Needed the help on that for the Old Abes.
Back to a 7-point margin. McCarthy. Up top, Toutant. Palmier on the drive. Lydia Palmier.
Had a good look.
Soibert will bring it across.
Yeah, this is where Soibert's just going to take over now. Oh, she missed that one, though. Boy, she had a lane there. If she would have kept going, she would have laid it right in.
Rebound, Nora Kling. Leaves it for Shaw. Now McCarthy. Gives it up to Nora Kling. Driving on Owie. Going glass and scores.
Kling's getting hot, folks. We talked about it. She can go off. She's up to 17.
5-point game, just over 2 minutes left. Owie up top. Leah Owie on the drive.
And one.
Gets the roll.
Oh, big bucket right there. Couple of reasons. One, it's an and one, and it's the fourth foul, I think, on Kling. Let's see who they call that on. Oh, they're going to give it to
Katie
Toutant. That's a big call right there. I thought that was against Kling. So she'll still be all right with just 3 fouls.
We got a timeout, but you're going to want to keep it right here for the finish of this one. You're watching girls basketball on Zaleski Sports.
We're back with better halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
All right, minute 53 left. Old Abes trailing the Panthers 64-57. This has been a battle right from the very beginning. And Leah Owie now at the line trying to complete the traditional 3-point play. Owie on the night, 18 points for the sophomore. Owie now with 19 points. The lead back up to 8. Nora Kling with it. Kling.
Blocked.
That's it, blocked by Owie.
Good defense right there, anticipating that pull-up that time.
Owie to Soibert. Panthers can afford to take some time here. Leading with the ball.
And that, yeah, Brad, it's exactly what they're doing now. Good call there. They're going to try to chew up some clock.
Soybert on the backdoor
Oh,
cut.
pretty.
Owie
Didn't get it.
can't finish. Hoytom on the push for the Abes. Finds Toutant. Nora Kling with it. Hoytom, three-pointer. That's short.
Boy,
Under a minute to go in the
that's
foul
usually
in the backcourt.
Yeah. Go back to Hoytom's shot, though. That's usually her shot. From the corner, she's had her feet set. Might just be a little tired. Couldn't get it there.
Evelyn Bast and Abe McCarthy in for the old Abes. So Abes will have three shooters out there with Hoytom, McCarthy, and Bast to go along with Kling and Shaw. But at the line, Jada Soybert, 30 points this evening. Make it 31.
Yeah, the old Abes decided they had to foul, obviously, because they're down 8, but that's the one person you don't want at the free throw line.
One at two. Oh, we got a hand on the rebound, knocked it to Johnson.
Oh, good defense
great
by
defense.
Kling.
Nora Kling. The Abes have it. What they don't have is a whole lot of time. Shaw trying to dribble through traffic. Howie comes out of there with it. We will slow it down, and we'll get a timeout taken by the Panthers. And they are edging closer to an opening night W in this one. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. You're watching girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, and welcome to Balanced Health by Dana. My name is Dana Besson, nurse practitioner for over 18 years, and I am here to help you achieve optimal health. Do you struggle with anxiety, unexplained weight gain, brain fog, joint aches or pains? I specialize in bioidentical hormone replacement therapy to help restore balance and achieve your overall well-being. Call or text me today. I offer free consultations. I offer in-person visits as well as virtual visits from wherever you are. Take the first step to feeling your best and call me today.
Your business security not so secure? It's time to send an SOS to SOS Security in Eau Claire. With SOS's total business control system, you can lock doors, turn off lights, control thermostats, and more, all from the convenience of your smartphone. Contact us today and we'll design and install a custom business automation system for you. We'll even give you $100 off a new or upgraded system. From concept to completion, your business is secure with SOS Security.
39.1 seconds remaining. Stevens Point leading Eau Claire Memorial by a score of 66-57. And it'll be the Panthers basketball coming out of that timeout. Abes in a situation where they're going to have to either go for the steal right away. If they don't get it, commit a foul. There's Owie. Loops it up top, Soybert. She gets fouled by Toutant, so Jada Soybert back to the free throw line. We're down to 35.1 seconds remaining.
Yeah, if you're truly going to foul and get it quickly, you probably should have done it to Oye right there. She caught the ball on the perimeter. You'd rather have her on the line than Soybert. You know, she missed one last time, but I pretty much would guarantee she'll knock both these down.
Jada Soybert up to 32 points.
As advertised, Brado. Truly one of the best players in the state, if not the best.
Yeah, plays with a high basketball IQ. He's got the outside shot, great handle. He jinxed her at the free throw line there, though. She's up to 32 points. The lead is 10. Kling gets tripped up by Soybert.
Yeah, but only the 5th team foul, so that'll be a side out of bounds. I think that's Soybert's only her 3rd foul in the game.
So Rhea Shaw will inbound the basketball. Finds Nora Kling. Kling driving on Soybert. Kling, Hoop wouldn't have it. Well, look at Evelyn Bast going in there and getting that offensive rebound.
How about the smallest one on the floor making the effort to go get that one?
Evelyn Bast, a freshman. 5 points in her debut.
Oh, in and out.
Well, just think of the experience, though. The Bast, McCarthy, Fessenmeyer.
Yep.
Just invaluable against a very good team.
Yeah, a top 3 team in the state.
How he comes out of there with it, gives it up to Strong. Bast commits the foul. And with 13 seconds left, that should just about do it.
Yeah, as we said before, again, Stevens Point, great job tonight. They're going to come away with this victory. But this has been a great showing for the Old Abes, as young as they are. He was curious about what that bench should be able to do tonight with all those freshmen and sophomores. Great experience tonight going against a very tough Stevens Point team. They're going to learn a lot from this one.
Lydia Palmier back in for the Old Abes. Macy Nystrom in for the Panthers as Jada Seubert gets a very nice ovation from the good contingent of SPASH fans who made the trip from Stevens Point. Lydia Johnson 1 of 2 at the stripe. Johnson up to 6 points. Open look. Tutot, that's too strong. Kling trying to save it. Winds up in the hands of Aoi. And time runs out. And this one is a final. Stevens Point beats Eau Claire Memorial 68-57. Outstanding showing by the Panthers, who get 32 points from Jada Seubert. Leah Aoi contributed with 19 for the Old Abes. Nora Kling 17. Ava McCarthy 14. Boy, for a first game of the season for each of these teams, Sparks, this looked like a mid-season matchup.
Yeah, it really did. I mean, especially with Stevens Point. I'm so impressed at how well they took care of the basketball tonight. And again, very senior and junior dominated team, a lot of experience, especially that starting 5. I think that they just showed that tonight, how they could take care of the basketball. Memorial got on that run. They didn't get rattled. They cut it down to, 5, I think, late in the game there. They didn't get rattled, took care of the ball, got a great look and an and one, and then all of a sudden that was it. They were able to, take care of it and win the game tonight. But, that was the big takeaway for me. It was Stevens Point's maturity, and then again, the Old Abes just learning, right? Taking this game and learn from it. They had a lot of turnovers tonight, and that's going to happen with this team early in the season. They're going to do a lot of learning. As soon as they clean up some of those turnovers and get those shots, they'll start paying off.
Coming up next, the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. You've been watching Girls High School Basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese.
All right, welcome back to the Eagles Nest, Eau Claire Memorial High School at Stevens Point, defeating Eau Claire Memorial tonight, 68-57. Jada Soybert, Leah Aoi here joining me. Jada, tell me about how this first game transpired for you guys. Only just about a week or so of practice. You got to play a high-quality team in their place. What worked well for you tonight?
Yeah, in practice, we've been having high energy, and I think that just translated the game really well. We passed the ball really well, and we just knew what was going to work. We played them a lot, and they're a great team to face, so we kind of had a good game plan coming into it.
Leah, making that transition from volleyball to basketball, how's that gone for you?
It's been really good. All the people are great to be around. They've really supported me through the transition, made it easy on me, and it's definitely a lot more conditioning, but it's good with a lot of good people to help me through it.
Now, I've known Coach McCarville for a while. I'm sure there's going to be a long list of things that she's going to have for practice tomorrow. But in your mind, what are you guys going to want to focus on in practice until your next game?
Yeah, I think handling the ball is a big thing. We kind of had a little too many turnovers, I think, but that was just, first game stuff. We're going to work that out. And I think just what we've been doing in practice, working through a lot of that and playing together more will help us a lot through the rest of the season.
Leah, what do you think the upside of this team is?
Definitely just the culture we have. We always do stuff together. Like, we're best friends at school. We go outside of practice, and I feel like that's really it.
All right, team chemistry.
Oh,
You got to have that. All right, you guys are in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House. You told me you know how this works. So I'm going to hand you the microphone as soon as Dominic up there gives you the thumbs up. You guys can take it away.
I'll go first. I'm Jada Soybert.
I'm Leah Aoi.
And we're in the house.
All right, thank you very much. Congratulations. Good luck to you guys the rest of the way. So that's going to do it for our basketball coverage tonight. Our Eau Claire crew will take a little bit of a break, but we will be back with you on Zaleski Sports the day after Thanksgiving on that Friday. It's the annual Meltdown Hockey Tournament hosted by Eau Claire Memorial. So many good teams. Memorial, Wausau West, Superior, Notre Dame Academy of Green Bay. You'll want to be with us for that. For my color commentator tonight, Dave Sparker, and producer-director Dominic Moy, I'm Bob Bradovich saying good night from Eau Claire Memorial High School.